The evaluation had four major areas of findings, and the first one was on a systematic approach. And there we found two things. One is that countries benefited from more than one type of intervention. So generally, in order to see a substantial effect, you were more likely to see that where there was more than one type of intervention. Countries did better where there was support over time. So if we intervene only at one point or only for a brief period, we're less likely to see impact than if there's a more continued engagement over time or a repeat engagement. That the nature of trade facilitation reforms can be very political, and it also involves a lot of different actors. It can involve many agencies, it can involve multiple levels of government, multiple ministries. And so bringing about the kind of coordination and the kind of commitment to reform that's needed takes some attention to political economy factors, because there are always going to be some people who find it more interesting to maintain the status quo than to pursue reforms. How do you bring them along? How do you engage them in the process? And in fact, we found the bank does have tools such as stakeholder mapping and public-private consultation to engage stakeholders in the process, and in some cases has used them quite successfully. But we also found they were not systematically used. What we found in the bank interactions with client countries is a very strong emphasis on reducing compliance costs to traders. There are also some very important and valid reasons to regulate at the border, including law enforcement, including protecting public health and safety and the environment. And what we found was very rarely in the objectives of projects were these other kinds of goals of trade regulations being observed or tracked. We found some missed opportunities in terms of the objectives and the attention paid to health, safety, and the environment. A surprising number of the World Bank Group activities used as tracking indicators for progress the indicators of the World Bank Group, the trading across border indicators of the very famous doing business indicators. Now, another set of indicators generated by the bank, the Logistics Performance Index, also has a good deal of information on trade facilitation. So we found two problems with these important indicator sets. One, the indicators are in no way integrated, and sometimes they are reflecting on the same areas of policy reform, but can in fact generate different messages because of their different methodologies. And the second thing is that some aspects of them don't track reforms very closely.